Hello, I'm Nikki Newman. This is my official YouTube channel. Please subscribe and support us.
CBS Y&R The Restless spoilers Fridays, full April 17, 2026. Welcome back to our channel. Everyone, today is Tuesday, a beautiful day to dive right back into the absolute madness of Genoa City. We have a massive update to discuss, and things are getting incredibly intense. Let's get straight into it. And honestly, I do not even know where to begin because the drama is just overflowing right now and my head is spinning. Let's start with Sharon because poor, exhausted, endlessly suffering Sharon is currently caught in the middle of an absolute nightmare. She is completely tangled up in this massive, heavy conflict between Mariah and Devin, and it is honestly so hard to watch. Sharon is just trying to mend fences. She is desperately trying to fix the relationship between her daughter and the father of the little boy that Mariah kidnapped. Yes, we have to talk about the kidnapping again. The writers are dragging us right back into the trauma of Dominic, or Beau as Mariah called him, and it is just as painful as it was the first time around. But you just have to wonder what is going through Sharon's mind right now. She knows Mariah did a terrible, terrible thing. She is not denying that. She knows taking a baby is a line you do not cross. But Sharon also knows that her daughter is deeply, profoundly sick. Mariah is in a mental health facility right now, struggling to hold on to her sanity, and Sharon is out here playing defense. She is a mother first, second, and third. She will do anything to protect her kids, even when her kids are completely in the wrong. So Sharon has this idea, this desperate hope, that if Abby and Devin can just find it in their hearts to forgive Mariah, it might be the breakthrough she needs. Sharon thinks that forgiveness is the magic key that will help Mariah get well, heal her broken mind, and finally bring her back home to Tessa and their daughter Aria. So Sharon is putting herself on the line. She is going to bat for Mariah. But let's be real here. What did she actually expect? You cannot just walk up to Abby and Devin and say, "Hey, I know my daughter literally stole your baby and caused you the worst trauma of your entire lives. But can you just say you forgive her so she feels better?" It is wild. It is just wild. And predictably, Abby is not having it. Abby will not do it. She absolutely refuses to forgive Mariah, and honestly, can you blame her? Maybe I am being too harsh on Mariah because she is sick, but Abby is a mother too. Abby looks at Mariah and she does not see a struggling woman who needs grace. She sees a threat. She sees the person who ripped her family apart. Abby is holding a grudge that is made of solid steel, and she is not going to budge an inch for Sharon or anyone else. Actually, halfway through typing this, I realize I am completely on Abby's side here. I mean, I love Sharon, but she is asking for the impossible. And then there is Devin. Devin will not forgive Mariah either. He is standing right there with Abby, refusing to let Mariah off the hook. But Devin is a completely different story. Devin is the wild card in this whole messy equation. Because Devin and Mariah actually have a history. They have a real, romantic history. They used to date, which feels like a completely different lifetime now, but they did. They were involved. He cared about her deeply. He loved her quirky, funny personality, and Sharon knows this. Sharon is smart, and she is playing the emotional manipulation card so hard right now. She is hoping, she is praying, that the memories of those old feelings will be enough to push Devin in the right direction. She wants Devin to remember the girl he used to love, not the woman who stole his biological son. Will it work? Who actually believes this is going to end well? Devin has a soft heart. We all know that. He feels things very deeply. But he is also fiercely protective of Dominic. It is a massive tug of war in his heart. But Sharon is not giving up because she knows time is running out. Mariah needs to get back to Tessa. We all know Tessa is out there visiting Mariah in the facility, but Tessa is also struggling. There are all these rumors and hints about Tessa having inappropriate feelings for Daniel Romelodi Jr. while Mariah is locked away. It is a mess. If Mariah does not heal soon, she is going to lose her marriage on top of everything else. So Sharon is pushing and pushing Devin, hoping his past love for Mariah will be the thing that saves her daughter's future. But that is just the Genoa City drama. We have to talk about Las Vegas because Las Vegas is a complete and utter nightmare right now. The tonal shift on this show lately is crazy. We go from emotional family drama straight into an action thriller. Matt Clark is out of control. Matt Clark is completely unhinged. I do not even have the words for how much this guy stresses me out. He framed Nick Newman for his own murder. Let me just repeat that so it sinks in. He framed Nick for murder. It was a massive, elaborate setup that had us all fooled for a minute. It was the ultimate revenge plot. But then, in a twist that we all kind of saw coming, Matt ended up in Victor Newman's captivity. And you guys know what happens when you end up as Victor's prisoner. It is never, ever good. You do not just walk away from Victor Newman. But somehow, against all odds, Matt escaped. He actually got away. He slipped right through Victor's fingers, which is a massive failure on Victor's part. By the way, Matt was free. He could have just run. He could have taken on a new identity, moved halfway across the world, and lived the rest of his life free from the Newmans and all this toxic drama. He did not need their help. He was out. But that is not how Matt Clark operates. He cannot just walk away. He is obsessed. He is deeply, pathologically obsessed with Nick Newman. It is like a sickness in his brain. So instead of running away to live a free life, he turns right back around and goes straight for the Newmans again. But he does not just go after Nick directly this time. That would be too simple for a psycho like Matt. He targets Noah. Noah is completely innocent in all of this. What did Noah ever do to Matt Clark? Absolutely nothing. But Matt knows that the best way to destroy Nick is to torture his children. It is so incredibly cruel. It makes my stomach turn just thinking about it. And it does not stop with Noah. Matt is going after Sharon and Nick again. He is setting traps. He is pulling them all into his twisted little web in Las Vegas. The timeline spoilers are hinting at a massive explosion coming up. An explosion? Are we doing action movie stunts now? Because it feels like Matt is ready to deliver the final, fatal blow to the Newman family. He wants them all to burn, literally and figuratively. He is not playing games anymore. This is not just about framing someone for murder. This is about total annihilation. The fans on social media are absolutely losing their minds over this. Everyone is terrified that someone is actually going to die in Vegas. And right in the middle of all this Vegas chaos, right in the center of the danger, is Adam Newman. Adam is out there trying to be the hero. He's trying to save his brother Nick. Which, let's be honest, is a nice change of pace. Usually, Adam and Nick are at each other's throats, fighting over a company or a woman. But when it comes down to life and death, they are brothers. So Adam is in Vegas, working on this elaborate plan to catch Matt and save his family. But Adam cannot just do things the simple way. He never does. He has to make it complicated. He has to run a con. And that con involves Riza. And it involves kissing Riza. Yes, you heard that right. Adam kisses Riza. He claims it is just part of a long-term scam. A long con to get the information or the leverage he needs to trap Matt Clark. But come on. It is Adam. Does anyone actually believe he did not enjoy it just a little bit? Or at least, does anyone believe that this is not going to blow up in his face? Because it always does. Adam thinks he is so smart. He thinks he can juggle all these lies and manipulations for the greater good, but he always leaves a mess behind him. And the biggest part of that mess is sitting back home in Genoa City, Chelsea. Chelsea Lawson is back home pacing the floors, completely losing her mind with worrying. She was already terrified about Adam going to Vegas. She knows how dangerous Matt Clark is. She knows that Adam is walking into a trap. Chelsea was worried sick about her man helping Nick. And that was before she knew anything about Riza. That was before she knew that Adam was out there kissing another woman as part of his little game. Chelsea tries to be patient. She really tries. She wants to be the supportive partner who trusts Adam and lets him do what he needs to do. But Chelsea is terrible at being patient. It is just not in her DNA. She is a former con artist herself. She knows how these things go. She knows that a fake kiss can turn into a real problem very quickly. So she is sitting there. Her anxiety is through the roof, and she just cannot take it anymore. She cannot just sit and wait for a phone call that might never come. So what does Chelsea do? She packs a bag and she gets on a plane to Las Vegas, because of course she does. She is going to march right into whatever casino or hotel room Adam is hiding out in, and she is going to demand answers. And honestly, I am so here for it. I want to see the look on Adam's face when Chelsea just bursts through the door. He is going to be so surprised. He and Riza are probably right in the middle of their little scam, thinking they have everything under perfect control, and boom, enter Chelsea Lawson. What is Adam going to do? How is he going to explain the kiss? Oh hey honey, I was just kissing her to save my brother, I swear. Yeah, right? Chelsea is going to absolutely tear him apart. But more importantly, how is Adam going to keep Chelsea safe now that she is in Vegas? Matt Clark is running around setting traps and planning explosions, and now Chelsea has just walked right into the line of fire. Adam went out there to save Nick, but now he is going to have to save Chelsea too. It is a complete disaster. The writers are really pushing us to the edge with this one. We have Sharon crying and begging for forgiveness for a kidnapping. We have Devin torn between his past love and his stolen child. We have Abby standing like a brick wall of anger. And then we have Matt Clark playing a deadly game of cat and mouse with Noah, Nick, and Sharon. And on top of all that, we have the Tatum drama exploding in Vegas. It is so much to process. I am honestly a bit tired of the constant anxiety this show gives me, but I also cannot look away. I just keep thinking about Sharon. I keep circling back to her because her pain feels so real. She is watching her family fracture in real time. Mariah is locked away. Noah is being hunted by a psychopath. Nick is missing and framed for murder. And Sharon is just running from person to person trying to plug the holes in a sinking ship. She goes to Devin, she begs him, she looks into his eyes and tries to find the man who used to love her daughter. And Devin just stares back, conflicted, angry, sad. It is brilliant acting, but it is exhausting to watch. And then you have Matt Clark. Why couldn't he just stay away? He escaped Victor. Do you know how hard it is to escape Victor Newman? It is impossible, but Matt did it. He earned his freedom. He could have walked away and lived a quiet life. But the hatred he has for Nick is so toxic. It is like poison in his veins. He would rather risk going to prison forever or dying in an explosion than let Nick Newman live in peace. Going after Noah is just the lowest of the low. Noah has had his own struggles. He has tried to build a life away from the Newman drama. And now he is pulled right back in because of a grudge that started decades ago. And Adam, oh Adam, you just have to laugh sometimes because he never learns. He never, ever learns. He thinks he is the smartest guy in the room. He thinks he can run a long con with Riza, kiss her, get the intel, save Nick, and go back to Chelsea like nothing happened. But Chelsea is a wild card. She surprised him. When she walks into that room in Vegas, the whole dynamic is going to shift. Adam is going to lose his focus. And when you are dealing with someone as dangerous as Matt Clark, losing your focus for even 1 second can be fatal. So here we are waiting for the explosion, waiting for Devin to make a decision, waiting for Abby to crack, which she probably won't, waiting for Mariah to heal. It is a massive waiting game, and the tension is just building and building. I am going to keep watching, obviously, because I need to know what happens to Noah. I need to know if Sharon can actually save Mariah. And I desperately need to see Chelsea confront Adam and Riza. It is going to be television gold. All right, my rant is over for today. I need another cup of coffee before I can even begin to think about what happens next week. Let me know what you guys think, because I am officially overwhelmed.